afternoon. I am Mitty Nimix Denherter, Provost and Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, and on behalf of the entire University of Wisconsin-Platteville community, I am delighted to welcome all of you to today's commencement ceremony. I ask that everyone please stand and remove your head coverings for the singing of our national anthem, led by Amanda Cezeda.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Amanda. Please be seated. Welcome, parents and relatives, guests, faculty and staff, but most of all, welcome to our graduating students for this 190th commencement ceremony. This afternoon, we will honor our graduates of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science. This morning, we awarded diplomas to graduates in the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, and earlier this afternoon, we held the College of Liberal Arts and Education commencement ceremony. This year marks the 147th anniversary of the founding of the first normal school in the state of Wisconsin. That was the birth of what has become today's University of Wisconsin-Platteville. During these 147 years, more than 53,000 students have earned degrees from this outstanding institution. And at this ceremony, we recognize May and August candidates for 257 bachelor's degrees and 14 master's degrees. At the two earlier ceremonies, we had 693 bachelor degree candidates with another 118 master's degree candidates. We'd also like to welcome degree recipients from our distance learning program, which this year is celebrating its 35th year. Today, in total, we have 1,081 degree candidates marking the largest spring commencement ever for UW-Platteville. Congratulations. As a part of today's ceremony, UW-Platteville is displaying the flags of the countries represented by international students currently studying at UW-Platteville. As the graduates entered the gymnasium, you may have noticed that some are wearing special international stoles. Our international students who are graduating wear white flag stoles featuring the United States flag and the flag of their home country. UW-Platteville students who have studied abroad wear stoles featuring the flag of the country where they studied. But new this year, we have different clubs, organizations, and honor societies that have bestowed different color stoles, cords, and pins on their graduates. So we do have a much more colorful commencement ceremony today. So congratulations to all who have earned the right to wear these additional regalia. Each year, the university invites a senior speaker to address the graduates. Students are nominated by their colleges, and then they go before a panel that chooses someone to represent this graduating class. This year's speaker is Erin McAllister, a chemistry major from Cresco, Iowa. She enrolled at UW-Platteville after taking college-level courses during high school to be close to her mother, who was fighting colon cancer. Originally seeking a chemistry criminalistics major, she later developed a passion for the study of biochemistry, the biochemistry of cancer, after her mother passed away during the summer following her freshman year. She now hopes to attend graduate school to study nutritional biochemistry so she can take part in the research and development of biochemical strategies for the treatment and prevention of cancer. She not only completed her accelerated degree in 3 years, but she finished with a 3.8 grade point average and experienced a variety of extracurricular activities and on-campus jobs. So please join me in welcoming our speaker, Erin McAllister.
Thank you, Provost and Vice Chancellor Den Herder, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, Dr. Mendez, because I was told that because he paid me to say his name, that he wanted to be in the first sentence of my speech. But it's a joke. Don't get in trouble, hopefully. While I'm on the subject of thanking people, I would like to thank my good friends, Jill and Emily, for helping me perfect this speech. Sometimes my eloquence could use some help. I even had to look up the word eloquence to make sure I was using it correctly. I would also like to thank everyone who has made an impact on my life, whether related or not, who are here today and those who are no longer with us, and whether it was a good impact or a bad one. For every situation I have been in, I have learned from it and became the person I am today, so thank you. When I was nominated to give this speech, I thought of a theme that would describe college. I wanted a different aspect because we all know that life is a journey in which we choose our own path. The theme that instantly popped into my mind was movies. I view life as a movie where we are the directors and decide what should and should not be incorporated into our life. This room is full of individuals that may have more or less experience at directing their own movie. The major difference between life and movies is that life is unscripted and happens in an instant. Unfortunately, we cannot have Morgan Freeman narrate our high points, our low points, and our most embarrassing appointments, like getting hypnotized and acting like a fool in front of a portion of our student body at Late Night at the Marquee just last week. But that's another story. Another unfortunate thing is that we do not have soundtracks to go with these movies we call our crazy lives. Within this movie of life, there are many scenes. This is what college is, just a scene. Before I talk about the scene of college, I would like to backtrack. We all started as little kids going to our first day of kindergarten where we had no idea of what to expect. All we hoped for was to not have a teacher like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, because that would be terrifying. We learned so much essential information like the ABCs, and we even got nap time. We now look back and think that was pretty easy because in high school and college, we are trying to figure out what number goes with what letter in the algebraic equation we call education. We acted like little rascals and may have cross-dressed in ballerina outfits with frogs in our tights. Props to you if you actually got to do this. At this stage in life, we have developed our personalities and our abilities to be as spontaneous as we like, just like that tap-dancing penguin Mumble in Happy Feet. Even though some of our classmates may not understand us, there is always a relative that can make you feel better by cooking you giant pancakes. My dad actually did this for me on my birthday, and it was awesome. But I'm still waiting to see if he's going to microwave our socks like Uncle Buck did. As years pass, we develop who we are and associate ourselves with positive people. Then high school comes, the growing up years. There will always be that group of individuals that believe they are superior and always wear pink on Wednesdays. But those mean girls taught us something. In high school, we would do anything to get out of class. We may have even pretended to be sick just so we can go out and dance on a float, like Ferris Bueller did on his day off. Although he faked his sickness, he gave some inspirational words that I would like to share. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Now, if you're not very good at faking your sickness and ended up getting caught, you were probably given a detention. I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty sure the whole time you thought of ways to escape, like the students in the Breakfast Club did. Finally, we've reached college. We began the scene by taking an adventure to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, like Indiana Jones did when he went off to discover rare artifacts. We start college as a one-man wolf pack and begin to grow our wolf pack by meeting people with similar interests. As we develop our wolf pack, we bring home friends to show where we were raised. Hopefully, they do not climb up into a combine and write their name in a cornfield like Crawl did in Son-in-Law. You may also form a close group of friends through a common interest like the Barton Bellas did in Pitch Perfect. Although they ended up creating a close bond with each other, they had to persevere through some awkward moments. Within the scene of college, we may have different interests, like a passion for music. If so, you may feel that your scene alters as the chord progression changes into the sound of music you would like to hear. Some of us may get involved with theater and act like Sandy and Danny from Grease. Others may join a sorority or fraternity here and realize that it is nothing like Animal House. These are just a few examples of what students can get involved with here on campus. In college, we also experience some type of action. We may have had to approach our professors even though we viewed them as Al Pacino in Scarface. And we learned that most of them are not as intimidating as we thought. We also may have been put in situations where we had to redefine our trust in others, like Mark Wahlberg in Shooter. My first type of action in college was getting back a General Chemistry 1 exam and realizing that maybe chemistry wasn't my major of choice because I got a 54% with the curve. It is through these experiences we have determined that college is testing us to see if we can make it in the real world. Some of us may have had a professor or two that acted like the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, that instilled fear in us and may have questioned why we chose our major. Dr. Steiner. These are the professors that tend to leave more of an impact on our lives. Although they were intimidating, they were not as bad as Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Through our years in college, we have developed strong friendships that will last forever. We start out as strangers. The groups of friends we make may end up being in our wedding party. Hopefully, they won't get you kicked off an airplane or out of a bridal boutique and then steal all of your party favors, like Megan and Annie from Bridesmaids. As we further our development in college, we realize that it is all right to be different, like Al from Caddyshack. We need to remember to be our own person to make a difference, like Kevin Bacon in Footloose and Julia Roberts and Aaron Brockovich. These individuals came from a low point in their lives and made an impact on society in some way. It can be seen in The Blind Side that education can provide more opportunities, so it does not matter who you are or where you came from, because we can all reach our maximum potential through hard work and dedication in our studies. Through our education, there may have been a few bumps in the road that extended our time here, like in Tommy Boy. But hopefully, our Gen Ed courses taught us that Herbie Hancock did not sign the Declaration of Independence. These bumps in the road could be from losing a friendship, getting a bad grade on an exam, or personal loss. But we must remember to just keep swimming, like Marlin and Dory in Finding Nemo. In a few minutes, we will walk across this stage and receive our diploma that many will view as a golden ticket to our future. Personally, I view it as the chocolate river that Augustus fell into in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Before I end my speech and we can move forward with this ceremony, I want to give you a quote from the movie Rocky that I find realistic and truly inspirational. I do apologize, but my Sylvester Stallone impression is not up to par, even though my brother Nathan thinks I should do it anyways. I don't want to ruin Rocky for everyone. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life, but it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. This is how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. So to my fellow classmates in the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, I want you to go out and get what you're worth. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. It is now my pleasure to introduce our principal speaker for this afternoon's ceremony. Barbara Bishop Bolt is a professor of mathematics at the College of Lake County. A native of Cobb, Wisconsin, and a UW-Platteville alumna, she received a bachelor's degree in mathematics and English secondary education in 1976. While a student at UW-Platteville, she was active as a member of the exponent staff, a resident assistant in Dobson Hall, and co-chairman of the Homecoming Committee. She has spent her career teaching mathematics courses ranging from 7th grade through early college level. She has served her local school district as a school board member and a school board president, as well as serving as an officer on the local PTA board. She has volunteered in other capacities, including as a director on the UW-Platteville College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science Alumni Board. So would you please join me in welcoming our featured speaker, Barbara Bolt.
Thank you. Good afternoon, graduates, families, faculty, and guests. As we close out a semester here, and for many of you as you close out your career here at UW-Platteville, let's have one last quiz question. What is it that Chancellor Shields readily reminds us at every opportunity? Every day is a great day to be a pioneer. Well, never is this more true than on Commencement Day. It is both an honor and a privilege to be asked to speak here this afternoon. This institution, in one form or another, has played a major role in my family through the years. My grandfather attended Platteville State Teachers College from 1915 until 1917, and then returned to finish his teaching degree after serving in World War I. Moving forward a few decades, I met my husband John, my best friend and co-conspirator in life, here as we completed our degrees. John heralds from the E of EMS. My 4 siblings are graduates of UWP. Our daughter, son-in-law, along with 3 nephews, and finally this morning, a niece, are all proud Pioneer alumni. So, what would I find important to share with you as you prepare to move forward with the business of your lives? 3 things come to mind. First, in all you do, be passionate and proud of your profession and your contributions. You may be the lead project manager for the next generation combine coming off the line, or you may be the designer of one small component. Your name may be listed as the author of a published research paper, or perhaps you may be the research assistant spending hours in the lab running the experiment. Perhaps you revel in teaching the calculus, or maybe you toil helping 7th graders understand percents. If what you do at any point in your career in some way improves the quality of life of another, then it is a worthy endeavor. Show your passion and pride for your profession. People will notice, and you will move forward. While here at UW-Platteville, you've met many people. Some became good friends, some colleagues within your field of study, and some faculty or staff mentors. Stay connected with these people and cherish those connections. As you move through your career, you may be surprised at how often you run into a UWP grad at a conference or while working on a project, or perhaps while on vacation. You never know when these networking opportunities may assist you later on in your career. Keep in touch with your faculty mentors. Share information you have from the workplace and find out what new insights they may have that could be helpful to you. As for staying connected with the friends you've made here, allow me to share one story from our lives that many have told us is remarkable. Back in the early 70s, a group of students on campus decided they would like to form a hockey club and play other club teams at colleges around the state. Now, the university did provide a spot not far from here to put up a rink. However, the rink itself and all upkeep and maintenance fell upon those club members. They sold advertising to afford lumber and supplies, designed and built the rink, and maintained it all season. Members used their own equipment and paid all their own expenses, including for the water they used to put down the ice. Their Zamboni consisted of snow shovels they pushed along the ice before practice and between periods. This club became the predecessor to the UWP Hockey Club in existence today, which plays on indoor ice in Dubuque. My husband John was one of those first pioneer hockey players. As this original group graduated and moved on, friends attended each other's weddings. A group of us then decided to keep the connections alive. For a span of 18 years, we vacationed together for 1 week each July on a lake near St. Germain, where all of our children became lifelong friends. 8 of us still spend a week together each year at various destinations. Next year, we celebrate 40 years of friendship, which all began here at UW-Platteville. Stay connected and cherish those connections. Finally, as you move along your professional and personal paths in life, remember to pay it forward when you get a chance. Now, this might mean talking with young people as they start to look at career options in colleges. Share your stories about making those important decisions and how you came to choose UW-Platteville and your profession. Perhaps you can connect a prospective student with someone on campus or write a letter of recommendation for them. Another way to pay it forward is to stay involved with your alma mater. You can lend a hand as part of an alumni organization or help out one of the student groups you were involved with while here at UWP. Of course, there is always that literal meaning of the phrase. As you journey along, even in these early years of your career, if you find you have a few spare nickels to your name, consider donating to one of the many scholarship funds available or to a university program which is important to you. Anything you can do to help a new generation of students find success here is important and worthwhile. Try to make giving, in one form or another, a lifelong habit. Enjoy the celebrations of this important day. You have earned it. Be sure to thank those who have helped you along the way. Good luck to you as you move forward and begin to build your careers. Be passionate and proud in all you do. Stay connected and cherish those connections. And when you get the chance, pay it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Each year, our faculty and the Alumni Association recognize alumni who have brought honor to this university. Since our alumni include winners of the Nobel and Pulitzer Prizes, members of the United States Congress and Wisconsin Legislature, and presidents of major corporations, these choices are never easy. Today, we honor a distinguished alumnus for serving as a model for this graduating class and in recognition of his achievements and contributions. Unfortunately, our honoree could not make it today, but we would still like to list his accomplishments. And since he is watching online, I hope he is standing in front of his computer. Kurt Kavacek is a 1983 alumnus of UW-Platteville with a Bachelor of Science degree in mechanical engineering. He has served as the plant manager of the Belvedere Assembly Plant of Chrysler Group for the past 13 years. He has 29 years of hands-on manufacturing experience in fast-paced automotive assembly operations and led up to 4,800 employees. With the Chrysler Group, he led the launch of 4 new vehicles, 3 production shifts, and the transformation from a traditional manufacturing site into one focused on the world-class manufacturing principles. In 2008, his plant was recognized as the most productive North American assembly plant in the small car and SUV segment, as well as the #1 overall car assembly plant in North America. He has been a generous friend of the university and a strong supporter of the Alumni Association. Kurt has recently accepted a new position with Chrysler. Effective May 1st, he is now the Director of Manufacturing Engineering General Assembly for North America and is right now in the process of relocating to Auburn Hills, Michigan. For his career success and for his giving back to his community and the university, Kurt Kavacek is a winner of the Distinguished Alumni Award. Kurt, you can now sit back down on your couch, and please join me in applauding him. I will now ask Andrew Score, the president of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, which is celebrating its 50th year of existence, to come forward to announce the awards of Alumni Life membership.
Thank you, Provost, and good afternoon. Chancellor Shields, Provost Dean Herter, Deans Hudson and Van Buren, faculty and staff, families and guests of today's graduates, on behalf of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, it is my pleasure and honor to congratulate the May 2013 commencement class. At this time, I'd like to ask all UW-Platteville alumni in attendance to please stand. Graduates, you will soon become a part of this group and all the alumni who have graduated from UW-Platteville. Thank you. You can be seated. At each commencement, the Alumni Association recognizes select graduates by awarding them a lifetime membership into the Alumni Association, a $400 value. Recipients for this award have been involved on campus and in the community, have professional development experience, academic excellence, and their nominators feel strongly that they will continue to stay involved with the university and the Alumni Association after graduation. For this semester, we have selected 6 individuals as recipients. 3 are graduating this afternoon. Please stand as I call your name. Emily Crow, majoring in civil engineering and is from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Danielle Kilofer, majoring in chemistry and biology from Rye, Wisconsin. Rebecca Soom, majoring in mechanical engineering from Slinger, Wisconsin. Congratulations to each of you, and congratulations to all the graduates this afternoon. I encourage all of you to stay connected to UW-Platteville after graduation and seek out opportunities to stay connected. Volunteer to serve on the Alumni Association Board of Directors, the College of EMS Alumni Chapter, or the Distance Learning Alumni Chapter. Plan to attend an alumni event in your area and to come back to campus for the EMS Expo, career fairs, homecoming, or other alumni activities. Stay connected through our social media sites or by keeping in contact with faculty and staff on campus. There are many ways to be an active alumni. Again, congratulations on behalf of the Alumni Association. You are forever pioneers. Thank you.
Of course, we're extremely proud of all of our graduates and will shortly recognize each one of them. However, at this time, I would like to give special recognition to the groups who have distinguished themselves throughout their academic careers. The undergraduate students graduating with academic honors are designated with asterisks in the commencement program and are wearing gold honor cords. At this time, I'd like to ask those students who have achieved honors and are graduating magna cum laude to please rise and remain standing. These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between a 3.5 and a 3.74. You may be seated. And now I'll ask those individuals who have achieved highest honors and are graduating summa cum laude to please rise and remain standing. These students have earned cumulative grade point averages between 3.75 and a perfect 4.0. Congratulations, and you may be seated. At this time, I am very pleased to welcome to the lectern our Chancellor, Dennis J. Shields.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. There we go. Thank you. I will apologize in advance. Without consultation, there's going to be a similarity in the themes of our two speeches. I did not plagiarize from her. Graduates, parents, faculty, honored guests, it is my pleasure to be a part of the University of Wisconsin-Platteville's 2013 commencement. This is a special occasion for our graduates, for it simultaneously marks the close of a remarkable chapter in their lives as well as the beginning of another. To the parents and honored guests, thank you for your guidance, support, and encouragement you provided during your graduates' academic careers and their lives. They would not be here without you. To the faculty, thank you for the time, energy, and commitment you made to ensure that these graduates develop the knowledge and the skills, as well as the sense of civic engagement and social responsibility they need to succeed in the workforce and in life. Graduates, what an exciting time for you. Congratulations on your pursuit of excellence and for everything that you have accomplished during your academic journey. I trust that as you reflect on your time here, you have many good memories about what made your university experience meaningful and life-changing. While you were here, your professors challenged you and pushed you past the limits you had conceived for yourself, encouraging you to strive to reach goals that at first seemed beyond your grasp. They recognized your unique potential. Graduates, the education you received from this university is the foundation on which you can build to accomplish extraordinary things. As graduates of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, you have pursued excellence. You engaged in countless learning opportunities that enabled you to develop proficiencies in the fields you have chosen. Let me highlight a sample of the experiences to illustrate. You participated in specialized programs like Women in Engineering, Mathematics, and Science to learn about how gender diversity in STEM fields creates a more competitive and balanced workforce. You participated in hands-on student design contests, including projects in designing concrete canoes, steel bridges, and high-powered rockets. You participated in life-changing community services projects like Engineers Without Borders, where you helped build an elementary school in Ghana, Africa. And you participated in one of the university's more than 700 different study abroad, exchange, and short-term faculty-led programs. This preparation and these experiences have made it possible for you to become an individual capable of influencing the world. Graduates, I want you to look around. Look at the many people who supported you and encouraged you during your journey. Your parents, your family, your friends, your classmates, and your professors. In many cases, you will never be able to fully repay them for all of the benefits and support they gave you. Therefore, it is your responsibility to pay it forward. Pay it forward As you travel on your life's journey, give to others as your support system here at this university and in your life has given to you. Pay forward the benefits you collected during your time at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Now, I didn't have a traditional upbringing. I spent the first 18 years of my life in foster homes and other institutions. I share this with you not to elicit your sympathy or even your empathy, but rather to acknowledge all the help I had along the way from many, many people. For me, these people were teachers at times, sometimes social workers, at times families, and even at times strangers. In my case, these individuals often saw only a child or a student in need and stepped up to provide encouragement or support. You should do the same when the opportunity presents itself. Be mindful of the help others have given you and use the knowledge you gained from all your life experiences to be there for those in need. Pay it forward. Each one of you has someone, almost certainly many someones, who through their deeds and words provided the support you needed in a moment of crisis or over the course of your time at this university. Take time to reflect on those who helped you to achieve and arrive at this moment, the completion of your undergraduate studies. We all may never be able to repay directly the many people who were the source of succor and support for us. But it is essential that you remember that today and that you, at some point, encourage and support someone else in need of your time, in need of your attention, in need of your guidance, in need of your assistance. When that happens, take the opportunity to pay it forward. When you leave here, intend to make a difference in the lives of your family and friends, in your community, in your state, and in this nation. Serve on local committees and school boards. Become a youth coach or a foster parent. Volunteer at a local food pantry. I encourage you today to make a personal commitment to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Pay it forward. In closing, I encourage you to return often to your university. Come back to homecoming, alumni events, music and theater performances, and sporting events. And when you return, share with us how your degree helped you in your career and in your life. Above all, remember this: you will always be a part of the Pioneer family. You have truly helped make every day a great day to be a pioneer. Thank you.
It's an interesting coincidence. I'm sitting here thinking of the movie starring Helen Hunt and Kevin Spacey of about 15 years ago called Pay It Forward. So it's just a nice continuation of our student speaker's theme of movies, to pay it forward. But it's now time to recognize our degree candidates. So would all of the candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees please stand? Chancellor Shields, as provost and as directed by the university faculty, I certify that the individuals standing before you are candidates for the degrees of Bachelor's of Art, Bachelor of Science, or Master's degrees, and upon completion of the prescribed curricula, are entitled to receive their degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricula completed.
Upon this certification by the Provost and Vice Chancellor, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree which you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto.
Congratulations, and please be seated. As we begin the awarding of degrees, I ask that everyone show respect for the candidates and for those seated near you. We know that this is an exciting time and we expect some celebration. However, we ask that the celebration be respectful. All here are anxious to hear the name of their special graduate. So please refrain from excessive celebration or using artificial noisemakers. The Associate Registrar, Diane Hanton, will read the names of the candidates. And at this time, I ask the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science Dean, William Hudson, and Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, David Van Buren, to come forward to present the degree candidates.
Thank you very much. Will the candidates for the degrees of the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science please stand? Chancellor Shields, as Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science. Candidates, please begin coming forward.
Aaron M. McAllister. Rebecca Hansen. Stephen N. Atchison. Louise Albis Tudela. Alyssa Alba. Benjamin Altacruz. Taylor J. Barr. Emily Ann Banworth. Nicole Marie Bartle. Jennifer L. Bartles. Shane Duncan Bartow. Devlin D.W. Bauer. Mitchell D. Bauer. James L. Bell. Justin T. Benjamin. Tyler J. Bees. Timothy R. Biggin. Joshua T. Birmingham. Matthew R. Blazer. Ryan T. Bosick. Clayton L. Bodendine. Ryan A. Bodendorfer. Osbaldi Brookhot. Ashley Rose Borkovic. Andrew D. Borley. Matthew J. Borneman. Michael Scott Brost. Matthew S. Brunzel. Jill M. Beekle. Seth A. Buell. Nicholas C. Berger. Zachary J. Bushman. Michael J. Butala. Richard J. Clinton. Lucas A. Kors. Veronique H. Cole. Stephen M. Corcoran. Natalie R. Castomickets. Aaron R. Craig. Daniel P. Craze. Emily M. Crow. Jason Alexander Cummins. Emily Olivia Doms. Axel T. Davis. Bradley W. Davis. Owen T. Dean. Kayla M. Donhow. Amanda Nicole Draheim. Alex F. Dwork. Sarah J. Edminster. J. Nicholas Emmerich. Sean Ferretti. Grant R. Fisher. Michael B. Flannery. Greg R. Floor. Michelle Rose Freund. Jeffrey M. Ferger. Stephen J. Jenin. Joseph P. Geniak. Christina M. Gill. Jared Manfred Jimenez. Ryan A. Goltz. Edward J. Grasser. Brock J. Greenhow. Grant E. Greschel. Adam R. Broshek. John R. Gusak. Jason J. Haberman. Benjamin T. Hansiak. Timothy S. Hankus. Nicholas J. Hanold. Kevin P. Hartzum. Michael J. Haynes. Brian A. Hindeman. Adam M. Hiking. Catherine A. Helgens. Christopher D. Henningsen. Marshall J. Herget. Christine Marie Herr. Daniel J. Herzog. Lisa J. Hesse. Eric John Hilden. Andrew Hilgers. Eric Michael Heffler. Noah James Hoffrichter. Richard C. Hamsch. John R. House. Martin T. Hubman. Daniel W. Imhoff. J. A. Jackson II. Shimon Yakovsky. Joshua M. Jansen. Jeffrey M. Johansson. Peter T. Kaiser. Zachary M. Kaiser. Kenneth A. Kappel. Ariel Capardi. Lon H. Castenson. Nathan M. Cairns. Matthew A. Keener. Danielle Marie Killefer. Benjamin D. Klemp. Jacob P. Klacko. Andrew M. Colden. Curtis R. Colden. Justin M. Kohler. Brandon J. Krupp. Maxwell J. Kulik. Adam H. Kwiatkowski. Brandon A. Lambert. Katie L. Lammer. Nicholas James Larson. Ryan P. Lavin. Eric P. Lay. Richard J. Lee III. Sean M. Liplavi. Laura L. Lewis. Brock J. Loop. Pau K. Lore. Brianna Lynn Lipke. Michael J. Lidke. Brandon T. Mackesy. Jared N. Marug. Adam M. Maslanka. Justin P. Moss. Samuel A. McDevitt. Matthew J. McDonald. Travis J. McDonald. Daniel J. McGarry. Daniel McKiernan. Alex W. McMullen. Andrew L. Mears. Julianne J. Mickelson. Bradley T. Milka. Neil P. Mangan. Benjamin Edward Nelson. Jonathan J. Nelson. Caitlin L. Newman. Levi J. Nye. Jacob Scott Noyes. Patrick M. O'Brien. Caitlin O'Connell. Jordan M. Ulp. Joshua D. Olson. Jamie Lynn Honorato. Nathan G. Oswald. Quentin Gregory Pallett. Derek J. Pino. Christopher Michael Pinsky. Dustin D. Preby. Daniel W. Ramur. Jonathan David Reese. Colin T. Reinhardt. Kyle Adam Rogan. Mitchell R. Rotier. Roman M. Roy. Timothy J. Rui. Philip H. Sager. Justin M. Sheely. Nicholas A. Schnabel. Holly Claire Schoenberg. John T. Schrader. Elijah J. Scriven. Brennan D. Seeliger. Thomas M. Semro. Rachel M. Sims. Sean M. Smith. Kaylee J. Snodgrass. Sean M. Snyder. Nana Spader. Rebecca M. Stengel. Michael R. Stecker. Jacob Jeffrey Steinfort. Jeremy R. Stevens. Nicholas J. Stingle. Kyle Joseph Stoltz. Joseph K. Staple. Andrew J. Sugden. Timothy M. Sulzer. Rebecca L. Soom. Samuel W. Tessing. Brian D. Tickham. Joseph A. Thompson. Daniel J. Tichkowski. Long Vang. Benjamin D. Van Straten. Trevor G. Venglish. Joshua Michael Volmer. Zachary R. Wall. Adam Joel Watkins. Melissa R. Watson. Corey C. Watts. Jesse L. Weber. Ryan W. Wendell. Griffin E. Wiley. Timothy L. Wilhelm. Timothy J. Windorf. Dustin A. Wiskus. Lucas J. Whittick. Kyle J. Whitty. Nathan A. Woolever. Kevin Michael Evanaskas. Derek Ryan Zernak. John R. Zickerman. Peter J. Zwack.
Graduates, please be seated. Dr. Van Buren.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Chancellor Shields, as Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and representing the graduate faculty, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Science from the School of Graduate Studies. Will the candidates please come forward? And as the candidates are coming forward, please note that we will hood each of the master's degree recipients, which is a traditional part of the ceremony. The history of academic attire is explained on page 56 of your program.
Chad Thomas Dolphin. Jeffrey Gaffner. Mark William Grothy. Luke J. Gustafson. Samuel N. Moma. Ni L. Tran. Michael T. Vandermus. Jacob Vieder.
On behalf of the graduate faculty, congratulations on this milestone in your education and best wishes to each and every one of you. Please be seated.
I want to go off script a little bit here to just acknowledge that this is the final graduation ceremony for Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of the Graduate School, David Van Buren, who will be retiring at the end of this month. And I'd like for everybody to give him a round of applause in acknowledgement for his service to the university. This ceremony would not have been possible without the time and effort so generously given by a number of groups and individuals. The members of the Commencement Committee are listed in your program, Larry Austin, a civil and environmental engineering lecturer who will retire in 2014, has served as our commencement marshal. The names of the graduates were read by Diane Hanton, associate registrar. The student ambassadors distributed programs and organized seating for audience members. Our facility staff, as well as the technical services and production services staff, have attended to many details. Amanda Cezeda led the singing. The UW-Platteville Symphonic Wind Ensemble, under the direction of Matthew Gregg, deserves our appreciation for the music accompanying today's ceremony. And so will the committee members, Amanda Cezeda, Matthew Gregg, the members of the Symphonic Wind Ensemble, the media technology and production services staff, our facility staff, our student ambassadors, and Larry Austin, please rise to be recognized. We say farewell to you, our graduates, but I want to give you the opportunity to recognize those who have guided you through college life with a little gentle prodding and friendly assistance, the faculty and staff of the university. So I ask that the UW-Platteville faculty, staff, administrators, please rise and be recognized by your graduates. Thank you for your outstanding work. And the last group I would like to recognize this afternoon consists of very special people. Like the faculty and staff and administrators of our campus, these individuals have been teachers, counselors, and mentors. But these special people have spent a lifetime with the graduates. They have helped the graduates study, have helped them financially, and have done all they could to help ensure the students' success. So I ask that all parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, partners, special friends, children, grandchildren, or any otherwise related to the graduates to please stand and be recognized. Now I ask that everyone stand and turn to page 60 of your commencement program. This is your final exam. Remove your head cover as we join Amanda in singing our alma mater. The commencement ceremonies have been videotaped and are available via streaming video on the campus webpage and will be shown locally on TV5 tomorrow night. I ask that you please remain seated until the faculty has left the gymnasium. The graduates can remain to greet parents, relatives, and friends. And once again, congratulations to the graduating class of May 2013.